Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, we are, because we just celebrated Shri Gaura Purnima, we are discussing Shri Gaur Katha from this very beautiful book, Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat. It is one of the authorized biographies of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The translation and the purports have been given by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ji is the revered spiritual master of our beloved founder Acharya, because of whom we are all here. His divine grace, Shri Srimad Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So, I was planning to read the verses, but I think the time will not be sufficient because we have 45 minutes and then we will be doing question answers. So let me read some verses and then I will just narrate the pastime. So we are discussing the Mahaprakash Leela, which happened around 500 years ago in the house of Shrivas Thakur. So far, which devotees have we discussed who received the mercy of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who was the first one to receive the mercy? And what does that teach us? Yes, the most fortunate are those who are servants of the servants. That Dukhi was a maid servant in the house of Shrivas Thakur, who is a servant of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And she was the first one to get the mercy, before the direct associates of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is the first devotee who got mercy. After that, who did we discuss? Shrivas Thakur, yes. After that? We discussed yesterday about Shri Murari Gupta. Anyone else we discussed? Huh? Yes, in connection with Shrivas Thakur, yes. Huh? Yes, we spoke about Shri Gangadas Pandit yesterday. So today we will speak about Kolavecha Sridhar. Hare Krishna. Kolavecha, Vechna means to sell. And Kola, Kela. Yes, you got it. So the banana seller, and his name was Sridhar. So Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave mercy to many devotees. Unfortunately, we don't have time to discuss all of them. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Haridas Thakur, gave him mercy. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Mukunda Datta, gave him mercy. And then Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, let's read. So we are reading from Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Khanda, 9th chapter. Chapter number 9. Let's read from verse number 133. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is being described by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahashaya. Varon mukha hai lena Shri Gaura Sundar, Joda haste rahi lena sava anuchar. Vara means to give benedictions, to give vardhan. Varon mukha hai lena Shri Gaura Sundar. Shri Gaura Sundar, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give vardhan, wanted to give vara, benedictions to all the devotees. And what did the devotees do? Joda haste rahilena sabha anuchar. They were standing with folded hands in front of Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu is not in his usual mood. What is the usual mood of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Yes, Radha Bhav. He is in the mood of Srimati Radharani. He is in the mood of the greatest devotee. He is Krishna, but in the mood of his own devotee. So he is always very humble. Whenever somebody says, you are Bhagwan, he closes his ears, says, no, don't say like that. I am a devotee. I am not Bhagwan, I am devotee. Because he wants to teach us devotion. So he came as a devotee. But today, during Mahaprakash Leela, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is displaying his Bhagavad Bhav, his mood as Purna Bhagwan. So all the devotees are with folded hands standing. How long did this Leela last for? 21 hours. सात प्रहरिया भावे सर्व जने जने अमायाए प्रभु कृपा करे ना आपने. For 21 hours, 7 prahar, there are 8 prahar in a day. Ashta prahar. Each prahar is 3 hours. So for 7 prahar, 21 hours continuously, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhu Kripa Karena Apane. He was doing Kripa on all his devotees continuously. Suddenly, after giving mercy to all these devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Agya haila Shridhare re jhat giya an, Asiya dukh ka mora prakasha vidhan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told his associates, go, call Shridhar. When Mahaprabhu said, call Mukunda, call Haridas, call Shrivas, call even Dukhi, everyone knew who that particular devotee was. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, call Shridhar, the devotees had a quizzical expression on their face. Who's Shridhar? Who is Shridhar? Nobody knew who Shridhar was. So then Mahaprabhu said, Niravadhi bhave mora bada dukha paya, Asiya dukhu hamora jhata anagiya. This Shridhar constantly chants my name. Always is chanting my name. Krishna, 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 Gaura, 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 like that. So quickly go and bring him. Because in separation from me, he is feeling great sorrow. So end his sorrow by immediately going and bringing him in front of me. Go bring Shridhar. So the devotee said, but we don't know who Shridhar is. Can you tell us where he lives, what he does? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, he is that banana seller. The one who sells banana. Oh, Mahaprabhu, you're talking about Kola Vecha. Mahaprabhu said, yes. You see, he was such a humble devotee that nobody knew him by name. They only knew him as the banana seller, Kola Vecha. Oh, you're talking about Kola Vecha? Yes, I'm talking about Kola Vecha. He has a name. His name is Shridhar. Mahaprabhu told everybody, his name is Shridhar, go and call him. He's always chanting my name. I want him here. Following the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees, they asked Mahaprabhu for the address and they went, trying to find Shridhar. I will tell you free-flowing story now because if I go verse by verse, it will take at least 2 hours just to cover Shridhar. And there's one more story I want to tell you because today is a very auspicious day. Anybody knows? Ekadashi, yeah, today is Dwadashi, yesterday was Ekadashi. Today is the Tirobhav Tithi of Govinda Ghosh. Devotees are going like this. Govinda Ghosh. Gaudiya calendar. G-Cal. Mata G went to G-Cal. Yes, today is the Tirobhav Tithi, the disappearance day of Sri Govinda Ghosh. And I really want to speak about Govinda Ghosh also. And I really want to speak about Shridhar also. So ideally I need 3 hours. But we will cut it short in 37 minutes that we have. So I'll just free flow tell the story now. Hare Krishna. Shri Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah. Mahaprabhu told the devotees, go to the end of Nadia. Go to the end of this town. And towards the end of the town, now remember it's late at night. The Mahaprakash Lila started in the morning. And by now all the devotees have gotten mercy. And now it's night time. Mahaprabhu has eaten, Abhishek has happened, we discussed everything. All that is done. Now the sun has set and it's late at night. And Mahaprabhu is saying, go and call Shridhar. And he tells them the way. Go along this way towards the end of the town. And there you will hear someone chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You follow the sound of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And that will lead you to the kutir, the cottage of Kola Vecha Shridhar. And you tell him that I am calling him. So all the devotees, few devotees, they went to find Kola Vecha Shridhar. When they were gone, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he called the other devotees. He said, my dear devotees, let me tell you about this Kola Vecha Shridhar. Because none of you seem to know him. I will tell you. Ever since I was baby Nimai, it has been my pastime to go to the shop of this Kola Vecha Shridhar. He is a businessman. Every morning he goes and he buys a banana tree from a farmer. Then he takes the banana tree and with a knife, he cuts the banana tree. He separates the banana flower, the bananas, banana leaves, and the banana trunk. From the cylindrical banana trunk, he makes cups. From the banana leaves, he makes plates. Traditionally people used to eat on banana leaves. And the kela, the banana, he sells as it is. And the banana flower ki sabji banti hai. So he sells, so he has got his own departmental store where 4 things are sold. What are they? Banana cups, banana plates, banana and banana flowers. This is the shop of Kolaveja Sridhar. And where is the location? Which exit? Just on the side of the road. रास्ते के बगल में बैठ जाते थे बेचारे अपने 4 आइटम्स को लेकर. प्रतिदिन एक केले के वृक्ष को खरीदते थे किसी फार्मर से. 1 hour, 2 hours he would cut and make everything ready और रास्ते के बगल में जाकर बैठ जाते थे. Nimai says, ever since I was a small child, I would go to his shop and I would buy banana leaves from him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told all the devotees during Mahaprakash Leela, throughout my life, I have not taken even one meal on a banana leaf that did not come from Kolaveja Sridhar's shop. It has been my regulative principle. If I eat, I will only eat on the banana leaf that has come from Sridhar. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat describes Kolaveja Sridhar was like Yudhishthir Maharaj. He was very honest. He would do a fair market value calculation of how much he should charge for a banana leaf, bananas, banana flowers, and the cups. And he would reduce that price, rock bottom price, and charge it. He was very honest. The minimum that he could charge to survive in this world, he would put it. Lowest price in the market. And Nimai would go there every morning. Sridhar, I am in need of some banana leaves. Give me some banana leaves. Kitne mein diye? Kaise diye? Ye banana leaves kaise diye? Sridhar would quote, so many paisas. Oh, that's too much expensive. Too much expensive. I will give you half. Thoda kam karo. I will give you 50% only. Now already he is selling at a rock bottom price. And Nimai is telling him, you are selling too much. It is too expensive. Don't you know I am a Brahman? You are a Vanik. I am a Brahman. You should respect Brahmanas. You are cheating a Brahman by quoting such a high price. I will give you 50% of what you said. Is that okay? Sridhar would say, no, it is not okay. This is the lowest price I can sell you. And it was a known fact that Sridhar, whatever income he got by the end of the day, he would take that money, 50% money, he would donate for Ganga Puja. He would go to the Brahmana sitting on the ghat and he would give them, he would tell them, please buy a ghee lamp, please buy a flower garland, and please buy incense sticks. And on my behalf, I am not a Brahman, I am a low class person, but aap Brahman logo, aap Ganga ki puja kijiye on my behalf. And he would give donation for Ganga Puja every evening. Then he would come home and 12 hours he would chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra at night when nobody saw. And throughout the day, what was visible to the public? Kolaveja. He's just a banana seller. Nobody knew about his bhajan. It had been years Kolaveja Sridhar had not slept for 1 minute. He never slept. दिन भर दुकान में, रात को भजन. ऐसे थे Kolaveja Sridhar. Nobody knew his glories. They didn't even know his name. Only Mahaprabhu knew. So Mahaprabhu would go to him and he would say, nahi, 50% mein do. 50% discount do mere ko. He would say, possible hi nahi hai. Then Mahaprabhu would get angry. Mahaprabhu would say, if you don't give me, I will take it for free. And Mahaprabhu would pick up the banana leaves and he would take some bananas also. And he would start walking. So Sridhar would get up and hold Mahaprabhu's hand. ये क्या दादागिरी है? ये क्या गुंडागिरी है? ऐसा मत करो. Please. यदि आचार्य थे श्रेष्ठ तत्ता देवेतर जो ना सब लोग ऐसे करेंगे फिर आपको देख के. They will come and they will just take everything free. नहीं. You have to pay some money. Mahaprabhu says, you are selling it too expensive. Kolaveja Sridhar would tell Mahaprabhu, Nimai, if that is so, why are you coming to my shop? There are so many banana sellers. Go to them and buy happily. Don't bother me. Go to someone who is selling cheaper. There was nobody cheaper. Go and buy from someone cheaper. Why are you harassing me? Nimai would say, no, you are giving lot of donations to Ganga. Why you cannot donate to this Brahman? I know every day you are giving donation for Ganga Devi. Why you cannot give me? Give it to me for free. Come on. And China Shakti. He's trying to take and Sridhar is going, no, you cannot take, you cannot take. Chaitanya Bhagavat describes, they have to fight every day. Tug of war bola hai. Chaitanya, they used to have a tug of war. Banana leaves ke upar. Nimai and Kolavacha Sridhar. Then Nimai would tell him that, see, you have been my supplier of banana leaf plates all my life. Why should I change my supplier? Why should I go to some other shop? Tum price kam karo. I will not go. You have been my supplier. You are a good supplier. I like your leaves. Yes. Acha bechte ho. Your material is good. Good quality. So I will not go anywhere else. You bring your price down. Sridhar would say, no. If I bring the price down for you, then I have to be honest. I have to bring the price for everybody. But I will not be able to survive. So please, you pay what I am telling you. Don't reduce. There are so many people, they come and they never bargain like you. Whatever price I say, they happily give because they know it is the cheapest and the best quality. Nimai would say, you are giving, Chaitanya Bhagavat says, Nimai would give him gali. Gusse mein aake, Nimai would give him bad words. Kya? You are itna donate karta hai Ganga ko and Brahman ko nahi karta donate? Chal, give it to me. Don't you know what Ganga is? Nimai would tell Kolavacha Sridhar. He was a Ganga Das. He used to worship Ganga ji. He would say, this Ganga, जिसके लिए डोनेशन देता है, this Ganga जिसकी तू पूजा कराता है, वो मेरे चरण से निकलती है. Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. Sridhar would close his ear. What? Blasphemy. Take the banana leaves. Go away from here. Chal, nikal. Don't speak such nonsense. Shri Vishnu, you have been polluted. A human being is saying that Ganga ji, Ganga Devi, मेरे चरण से निकलती है. Now Nimai is speaking the truth. But Sridhar doesn't know. So then Nimai would take everything for free. Because he said, take it for free, but don't talk this nonsense in my shop. Nimai would say, okay. Can I take that flower also? Banana flower? My mother will make sabji, you will take that also. And Sridhar would say, take a cup also now. Take a full package. And he would take everything for free every single day. And Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says that every day the arguments were different. ये जो दिखा एक ट्रेलर था सिर्फ आपको. Every day there is different arguments. And Vrindavan Das Thakur someday Vyasadeva will write about it. पूरा उसपे पुराण लिखा जाएगा. The conversation between Kolavacha Sridhar and Nimai. But then Nimai Pandit went to Gaya and there he got initiated from Sri Ishwar Puri. After Nimai Pandit got initiated from Ishwar Puri, he became Bhavuk Nimai. He became the greatest devotee this world had ever seen. And then he stopped all this mischief. He stopped going to Sridhar's and fighting. Now he would send some servant, Ishan, go get some banana leaves. The supply used to come from Sridhar's shop only, but now there was no more fighting. For years he used to fight, but now he became very sober. Our Nimai, Bhavuk Nimai. He became a gentleman. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested himself as Bhagwan. And then he got all these devotees who were worshipping him, who were following him. And Sridhar came to know that Nimai who used to come to my shop and argue with me, haggle with me every day, and then finally steal this Chaurakar Ganyam, Purusham Namami, used to take my bananas for free. It's chori hui na? He used to take it for free every day, is Bhagwan. He is that Krishna whose name I chant 12 hours every day at night, but I could not recognize him. And Sridhar felt himself so low that he never had the courage to go in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he knew that ye Bhagwan the, jo aate the mere dukan mein, but he never approached. He kept his humble distance. Advaita Acharya would associate, Haridas Thakur would associate, Srivas Thakur would associate with Mahaprabhu, but Sridhar always stayed back. Now, but he realized that he was Bhagwan hai. But today, during Mahaprakash Lila, all that is going to change. Mahaprabhu said, call him. I want to have his darshan. While Mahaprabhu is telling all this about Kolavacha Sridhar, those 4 or 5 devotees, they find Sridhar's kutir. And they hear the sound of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They go and they disturb his japa. They tell him, sorry to disturb your japa, Prabhu. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Bhagavad Bhav. Today he is showing himself as the Ishtadev of everyone. He is fulfilling the desires of everyone. He has become Varad Raj. He is giving Var to everyone. And he is calling for you. Please come immediately. As soon as Kolavich Sridhar heard this, that Nimai, Vishwambar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is calling for me, he fainted in ecstasy. How can Mahaprabhu think of me? He has devotees like Advaita Acharya. He has devotees like Shrivas Thakur, Haridas Thakur, Shuklambar Brahmachari. All these great devotees are there. Shivananda Sen. Why is thinking of me? Why does he need me? He's thought of me. Just this knowledge that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought of me put Kolavich Sridhar into a state of ecstasy. And he fainted. The devotees had to carry him. Devotees had to carry him on his shoulder, on their shoulders, and they brought him to Srivasangan. And Chaitanya Bhagavat describes very carefully. They placed Kolavich Sridhar at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Kolavich Sridhar, Sridhar, get up. I have called for you. Look at me. Look at me. And Sridhar opened his eyes. And Sridhar is a Sakha in Golok Vrindavan. He is one of the Sakhas of Krishna and Balaram. So he saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna. And he saw Nityananda Prabhu as Balaram. Both of them were standing. And there were cows. There were other Sakhas. And it was the whole Vrindavan scene that he was able to see. The trees, the peacocks, everything. And Krishna was looking so beautiful, like a rain-filled cloud. And Balaramji was looking like a autumn cloud, very white cloud. He had that darshan and he started offering his obeisances. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, now offer me prayers. Offer me prayers. So Sridhar said, I am illiterate. I am Anpad Gawar. What prayers can I offer? I don't know how to offer prayers. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Saraswati Devi. Saraswati Devi, please come and sit on Sridhar's tongue. And Saraswati Devi came and sat on Sridhar's tongue. And beautiful prayers were offered by Sridhar, which are there in Chaitanya Bhagavat. I wanted to read them. You will not be able to read. So the beautiful prayers he offered, he glorified Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the cause of all causes, as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, as one who is controlled only by bhakti, nothing else. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard those prayers, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear Sridhar, you have had a very difficult life. All day you are selling in your shop and people think you are just a materialistic shopkeeper, ordinary fellow. At night you are sitting and chanting, and at night your neighbors give you bad words. Because Sridhar used to chant loudly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And he used to cry while chanting. He couldn't help it. His love for Krishna was so great that he would call out loudly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And tears would come to his eyes. He couldn't help it. But his chanting was very loud, 12 hours at night. From 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. he would chant. And the neighbors would get very angry. The neighbors would come and say, we cannot sleep because of that loud chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Why are you crying? What is there to cry every night? And why are you chanting so loudly? And Sridhar would say that, please forgive me. I can't help it. Just let me chant. And the neighbors would say, it is because you are praying to Krishna that you are poor. Look at others. They are worshipping Durga Devi and they have got big palaces and servants. But you are praying to Krishna. What has Krishna given you? Nothing. You are a pauper. Look at your dhoti. It is torn at 10 places. Previously, you used to put patches of cloth. You used to find some discarded cloth and beg for some sui dhaga and put patches. He said, now it has become the situation of your dhoti is so bad that you don't even have patches. You have holes and you are tying knots to cover them, cover the holes. Krishna cannot even give you a dhoti, Baba. Why are you worshipping Krishna? You should stop worshipping Krishna. Then some other neighbor would come and he would take a chapati and throw it at Sridhar. Eat this chapati and be quiet. Stop chanting. I know you are chanting loudly because you are hungry. Krishna is not giving you roti. Take this roti and stop chanting loudly. Stop disturbing us. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So people would speak to him such bad words, such rude words, and Sridhar would not say a word. He would just keep chanting. People would come, throw roti, throw some rice at him, eat this and be quiet. But he would keep chanting all night. Mahaprabhu said, you have tolerated so much for me. But from today, no one will ill-treat you. Because I declare that you are my greatest devotee. My dear Sridhar, today you had my darshan as Krishna and Balram. My darshan never goes in vain. Whenever a devotee gets my darshan, I offer them var. Sridhar, ask me for some benediction, please. Sridhar said, hey Mahaprabhu, you have given me your darshan. You showed me Vrindavan. What more can anyone aspire for? I don't want any benediction from you. Krishna said, my name is Varadraj. I feel great happiness when I give Vara, benedictions to my devotees. Please ask me for something for my sake. It will make me happy. Should I give you Ashtasiddhi? I can give you 8 perfections, mystic perfections, where you can be very powerful, you can impress people, you can get whatever you want, Prapti Siddhi, you can become big, you can become small, you can go anywhere you like, you can control people's minds, you can acquire whatever you want. Should I give you Ashtasiddhi? I can give it to you now. Just say. Sridhar looked at Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, Ashtasiddhi? That will only be a disturbance. I don't want it. Mahaprabhu said, okay, can I give you Swargalok? I can give you a planet like Indra's planet. I can make you the king of heaven. You can enjoy whatever you want there. Do you want that? Kolavija Sridhar looked at Mahaprabhu and said, Mahaprabhu, I am in Navadvip Dham. Why should I want to go to Amravati? This is the spiritual world. You are here. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want Swarga. Okay, Sridhar, I can give you mukti, liberation, no more birth, no more old age, no more disease, no more death. I can give you liberation. Do you want that? Just ask. Sridhar said, what use is liberation for me when I can see you? In the Brahmajyoti, I will not be able to see you. I don't want liberation. I just want you. Sridhar, please ask me for something. Ask me for something, please. I want to give you something. Sridhar says, Mahaprabhu, please calm down. Relax. I am relaxed, but please ask me for something. I really want to give you something. Why don't you ask me for something? Everybody is asking me for benedictions and I am giving. You are the only one not asking. Please ask me for something. I want to give you. It will make me happy. Kolavija Sridhar said, what should I ask for? You are so poor, Sridhar. You have no money. At least ask me for some money. Here, you want to stay in Navadvip? You want to take my darshan? Okay. Stay in Navadvip. At least have a proper house. Ask for a house. 3 BHK at least. 4 BHK. Something you ask? With 2-car garage, if not 3. Chota ghar le lo. But please, ask for something. Sridhar looked at Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, Mahaprabhu, the birds that live in the trees in a nest and the king who lives in the palace, time is passing for both of them equally fast. Both of them are becoming old. Both of them are going to die. Why should I ask for something so temporary that will only distract me from your bhajan? If there is a house, then I have to maintain that house. I don't want any distraction. I'm happy staying in that thatched hut, which does not even protect me from the rain. It's a leak. So I don't want that. I don't want money. I don't want wealth. But really, if it will make you happy to give me something and you really want me to ask for a benediction, then Mahaprabhu, I will ask something from my heart. I have kept this in my heart for many years. But today I will express it. And with tears in his eyes, Sridhar said, I really miss that Nimai who used to come to my shop every day, every morning, and for 2 hours argue with me, bargain with me, just for my banana leaves. Hey Mahaprabhu, if you want to give me some benediction, then please bless me that in my meditation, that Nimai always comes to my shop and haggles with me and does tug of war with me and finally takes away everything I have for free. So that is the benediction I want. Now you don't come anymore and I really miss you. So please come. Every day you come in my meditation. That is the only benediction that I ask. Sridhar asked for that benediction. And Mahaprabhu said, my dear Sridhar, as long as you are there in this world, you will never forget me. You will always have my darshan. And I will always be there with you. In this way, Mahaprabhu gave so many blessings to Kolavecha Sridhar. And all the devotees are saying, Jai, Jai. From that day on, everybody knew who Sridhar was. Everybody knew who Sridhar was. And he became a very close associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. My dear friends, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says that anybody who hears this story of Sridhar, Kolavecha Sridhar getting the mercy of Nimai will get Krishna Prem. It's there in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Another important thing about Sridhar is when Nimai Pandit decided to take sannyas, he took sannyas on Makar Sankranti. We know that. And Mahaprabhu did not tell anybody. Only 4 devotees knew about it. Like Haridas Thakur, Mukunda Datta, Gadadhar Pandit and Nityananda Prabhu. Only 4 devotees knew. And then at night, Mahaprabhu took permission from Shachi Mata and Vishnu Priya Devi. No other person knew about it. Somehow, that evening, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the evening before he left home and took sannyas, Mahaprabhu invited all his devotees to his own house. Not to Srivasangan, to his own house. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shachi Mata and Vishnu Priya Devi, 3 of them were sitting in the angan of his own house. And they were making flower garlands and they were churning chandan paste. 3 of them. When all the devotees in the evening they came for the evening program, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally with his own hands garlanded each and every devotee and offered chandan to each and every devotee because he knew that was his last evening in Navadevi. And Sridhar was not there. All the devotees were there. Mahaprabhu welcomed everyone, gave garlands, sandalwood paste to everybody, and then they had Nam Sankirtan. And then all the devotees left. That night Mahaprabhu was going to leave home. When all the devotees left, somehow Sridhar had just started his chanting that night. And he noticed on his thatched roof, a pumpkin had grown. A pumpkin had grown. Every now and then it used to grow. So he plucked that pumpkin and he brought it to Nimai's house. And he gave it to Nimai. He didn't know that Nimai is going to leave next day morning. And Nimai had already eaten. Just now in the car, Bhavagrai Govind Prabhu and myself were discussing. Generally, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see devotees don't eat at night. They eat 2 meals in a day. And just the night before Mahaprabhu was to take sannyas, Sridhar came at night. And he gave Nimai that pumpkin that had grown on his thatched roof. Nimai had already taken his meal. It was not time for him to eat. But Nimai told Sridhar that wait. He called Shachi Mata. And he gave Shachi Mata that pumpkin and said, Mother, can you cook this? Shachi Mata boiled milk and made pumpkin ka kheer for Nimai. And that was the last meal of Nimai in Nadia. It was the pumpkin of Sridhar. So this was our Kolavecha Sridhar. Such a great devotee. Such a Gaur Premi Jan. Today is the Tirobhav Tithi of another Gaur Premi Jan, another loving associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We have 11 minutes, so we'll try to discuss about him. His name is Shri Govinda Ghosh. Today is Tirobhav Tithi. Shri Govinda Ghosh, Shri Madhav Ghosh, and Shri Vasudev Ghosh. They were 3 brothers living in Nadia. And they were very good singers and very great devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and went to Jagannath Puri, they went. Govinda Ghosh went with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Jagannath Puri. One day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided, I want to go to Vrindavan. Remember, Mahaprabhu tried to go to Vrindavan, but from Kanhaiyanath Shala he turned back and came back to Jagannath Puri. Then next time he went with Balabhadra Bhattacharya. So the first attempt, when Sanatana Goswami told him in Ramkeli, don't go with so many people. Vrindavan is a place to go alone and do bhajan. So in the attempted trip to Vrindavan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going through Bengal. Because Jagannath Puri, Bengal and Vrindavan. It is like that. So while going from Jagannath Puri, which is south to Navadvip, they went through Bengal. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was accompanied by Govinda Ghosh. So when they came to a place called Agradweep in the Navadvip area, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed there. So one devotee invited Mahaprabhu for prasad. Now, Mahaprabhu is from that area, everybody knew him and they were so happy that Mahaprabhu is passing through Bengal. So every village there was invitation for Mahaprabhu to eat prasad. So Mahaprabhu accepted in one devotee's house. And Govinda Ghosh was the personal servant. Now don't confuse Govinda Ghosh with Govinda of Jagannath Puri. That Govinda was a godbrother of Mahaprabhu's. He is different. Govinda Vakreshwar. This is Govinda Ghosh from Navadvip. 3 Ghosh brothers, one of them. So Govinda Ghosh at that time was playing the role of the personal servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu was invited for prasadam in one devotee's house and Mahaprabhu went. And you know how Mahaprabhu's devotees are. They want Mahaprabhu to eat like never before. So there was a mountain of chapatis, mountain of rice, sabji, sweets, sandesh, rasgulla, everything. And to please them, because they had cooked with so much hard work, Mahaprabhu would eat everything. Chaitanya Charitamrita describes that once Mahaprabhu was invited to the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya invited Mahaprabhu at 9 o'clock in the morning. When Mahaprabhu finished his kirtan at Jagannath temple, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, noon you do your Gayatri, take your snan and come to my house for prasad. Today me and my wife will cook. 3 hours notice. Mahaprabhu said, okay, I'll come. Mahaprabhu went after noon for prasad and he had cooked so much that Mahaprabhu could not believe it. He said, Sarvabhauma, to cook so many items in such quantity, in such a short time, it would take 10 cooks 10 days. If 10 cooks were to cook for 10 days, they would make such a quantity. What have you done? You have made so much in 3 hours. How could you do it? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, one who is supposed to eat has made it. It is all because of you only. Don't give me and my wife any credit. So these are the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They love to feed Mahaprabhu. So Govinda Ghosh and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went for this invitation. Mahaprabhu ate a lot. Every time Mahaprabhu would finish eating 50% of the quantity, the host would come and fill it completely. Suppose there is a katori, usme kheer hai. Mahaprabhu finished half, 50% they would come in. If there are 4 puris, 2 puri khaya, to aur 2 is to come. They always keep it full. Half rice khaya, to again they would put half rice. They would like to see his plate full. And Mahaprabhu said, enough, I have eaten like more than 10 people can eat. No, you eat Mahaprabhu. Because just to see Mahaprabhu eat, they used to get so much joy. आप सोचो, माताजी लोग सोचो, with love you are making. कोई Vitamix नहीं है, कोई mixer नहीं है, कोई gas नहीं है. चूल्हे पे you are sitting, making all the spices with your own hands, getting all the ingredients. You are making one item rice, you are making one sabji, you are making one sweet item. हाथ से संदेश बना रहे आप लोग सब. And then Mahaprabhu comes to your home and is sitting and eating what you have cooked with so much love. कितना आनंद आएगा ना देखकर कि हमारे घर में पा रहे हैं महाप्रभु प्रसाद. So उनको आनंद देने के लिए, to make them happy, Mahaprabhu used to eat whatever they would give, how much ever they would give. He's eating. Finally everything was over. Everything was finished. Mahaprabhu said, oh, I have eaten so much, I am going to get indigestion. Govinda, go and get haritaki for me. Haritaki is a fruit which is digestive. Go and get haritaki for me. Govinda Ghosh was a brahmachari. He was a Naishtik brahmachari. He had nothing, no possessions. So he asked ye hua. So after eating prasad, Mahaprabhu came out and under a tree he was taking rest. And Mahaprabhu said, Govinda, today I ate too much. Can you go and get some haritaki for me? So now Govinda said, I don't have anything, but I'll find some grahastha, some home that has Haritaki and I'll get it. He ran and he was knocking on door after door after door after door. Nobody had Haritaki. Finally, after searching throughout the village, he found one house where there was some Haritaki. So he got Haritaki, came running, gave Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu Haritaki. And Mahaprabhu ate that Haritaki and immediately his indigestion was cured. And Mahaprabhu slept on his left side, happily. Next time they went to another village. Now they are on their way to Vrindavan. They went to another village and another devotee invited. And Mahaprabhu went. And again they forced Mahaprabhu to eat so much and Mahaprabhu overate. After finishing that lunch again, Mahaprabhu could barely walk. They go a little outside the village under a tree. Mahaprabhu lies down on his left side and said, Govinda, it's too much. I have eaten too much. I cannot digest this much. Please go and get some Haritaki for me. Immediately Govinda opened the rolls of his dhoti and produced Haritaki and said, here Mahaprabhu, please take some Haritaki. Hare, yesterday you were gone for half an hour searching for Haritaki. Today immediately you produced it. So Govinda said, yes Mahaprabhu, I kept some extra for the future use. I knew you would need it, so I saved some extra. Mahaprabhu said, you get married now. He never wanted to get married. He was a brahmachari, Naishtik brahmachari. Mahaprabhu said, no, the tendency to save is grahastha. Only a grahastha will have a saving account. Those who are vairagis, those who are in the renounced order, wo roj ka roj. They don't save anything. They don't know where the next meal is coming from. वो भिक्षा लेते madhukari. मिला तो मिला ना तो उपवास. We depend on Krishna. We don't depend on the saving account. But you opened a saving account, so you have to get married. Shadi karo. He said, Mahaprabhu, I don't want to leave your association. You are a sannyasi and I am your brahmachari servant. I will not leave you. I said, no, you have to get married now. Go. You are dismissed from my service. Govinda Ghosh, from his childhood, he knew nothing other than Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu says, for saving Haritaki for me, you are dismissed from the job. You are no longer my servant, go get married. Govinda Ghosh was devastated. What did I do? Like, why Mahaprabhu is so harsh with me? But see, Mahaprabhu is Prem Murti. He is Prem Purushottam. Everything he does has a divine purpose. Mahaprabhu said, I will stay with you always in the form of this deity of Gopinath. And Mahaprabhu gave him a deity of Gopinath and said, this deity of Gopinath is not different from me. I will stay with you as Gopinath. And you, तुम इस गोपीनाथ को लाड लड़ाओ. जैसे मुझे लाड लड़ाते हो, मेरी सेवा करते हो, गोपीनाथ की सेवा करो. Take care of Gopinath. And that's not different from me. But I want you to become a grahastha and serve Gopinath. So Govinda Ghosh said, okay. So he stayed in that village only, Agradweep, जहाँ पे ये घटना हुई, where he gave that Haritaki. So in that village only stayed, got married, and he started serving his Gopinath deity. And in due course of time, he had a son also. And Mahaprabhu left. He went on with his Leela. And he remained in that Navadvip area only, in Agradweep. He got married and he had a son. So now who is staying in that house? Govinda Ghosh, his wife, his son, and Gopinath. They were living happily for some time. But then his wife fell sick and his wife died. Very young age. She died. And Govinda Ghosh was very sad. Now I am a single parent. It's not easy to be a single parent, to raise a child without the help of a spouse, very difficult. But he worked hard and somehow he was taking care of his son. And now the only attachment he has was his son. And his son fell sick. And the son died. Now Govinda Ghosh is all alone with Gopinath. So Govinda Ghosh was thinking, I was a brahmachari. Mahaprabhu told me to get married, have children, and worship Gopinath. I got married, my wife died. I had a son, my son died. Why did I get married? For what? मेरी सर्विस भी छूट गई और इधर भी कुछ नहीं है. I am alone in the house. So he went into depression. What is this here? I got married and nothing. Wife is gone, son is gone, my service is gone to Mahaprabhu. So one day he didn't wake up at Brahma Muhurta. He was lying in bed, completely depressed. What do I do with my life? I lost Mahaprabhu's service and I don't have a family, nothing. What do I do? So he didn't wake up only in the morning for Brahma Muhurta, Japa, and Brahma Muhurta Seva. He didn't wake up. The sun rose in the eastern direction and there was nobody to wake up Gopinath. nobody to give him his milk and fruits offering in the morning, Bal Bhog, kuch nahi. So Gopinath came from the altar to Govinda Ghosh and said, Ghosh Thakur. He used to call him Ghosh Thakur. Ghosh Thakur. Thakur means a respectable person. Ghosh Thakur, today you didn't wake me up. No Bal Bhog, no offering, no seva, nothing. What is the problem? Govinda Ghosh told Gopinath, now you better get used to this. Now, what do you mean better get used to this? I am used to you serving me 6 offerings every day, nicely. What is this? Get used to this. He said, you let my wife die, you let my son die. One day I will die. Who will take care of you? This is going to happen. You better get used to it now only. From today, I am not going to serve you. Why? Because मेरी भी सेवा करने वाला कोई नहीं है. My son died, and when I will die, there is nobody even to do my shraddha. So there is nobody for me also. So there is nobody for you also. So now we both better get used to this. Gopinath told Govinda Ghosh, Ghosh Thakur, if your one child dies, does it mean that you will starve your other child to death? Your one son died, but I am your second son. Are you going to starve me to death? Why are you worrying about this shraddha? When you die, I give you my word, I will personally perform your shraddha. You get up now and give me Bal Bhog, I am hungry. So Govinda Ghosh immediately got up. Understanding that Gopinath is not just some statue, he is Sakshat Bhagwan. Pratima nahi tumi, Sakshat Brajendra Nandan. He started serving him with great love and affection. And from that day he told Gopinath, from today you are my son. And I have Vatsalya Rati for you. In due course of time, when Govinda Ghosh died, people came in the morning to his house to do the Anteshti Kriya, and they saw Gopinath with kushagras around his finger, ready to do the funeral rites of his father, Govinda Ghosh. Gopinath the deity. And Gopinath deity did the last rites, and after 1 year did the Shraddha ceremony also. It has been almost 400 years since that time, and even today, in that village of Agradweep, on this tithi, on today's tithi, today, there is a big mela for 3 days in Agradweep. It is called Govinda Ghosh Ka Mela. And now it has become like a fun fair. There are giant wheels and people open stalls and they sell food and everything. It's become like a social thing. But the origin of that is the disappearance festival of Govinda Ghosh, where Gopinath deity performed the last rites. So what we learn from this is that Krishna is not just a statue or somebody written about in the books, some historical figure. Krishna has a personal relationship with all of us, and that relationship can be realized through Nam Bhajan and Shri Vigraha Seva and study of the Shastra, associating with devotees. One day we will realize our eternal relationship, our sambandha with Krishna. So we do bhajan for that. We don't do bhajan so that we can be comfortable in this world. Nobody is comfortable in this world. Padam padam vipadam. Every step there is danger in this world. Anything can happen anytime. We do bhajan so that we realize our sambandha, our relationship with Krishna. And at the end of this life, we go to Krishna. To eternally serve Krishna in that relationship that we all have with Radha and Krishna. That is the purpose of our bhajan. And Govinda Ghosh teaches us that. If Mahaprabhu had not removed him from service, we would have never known this wonderful Leela of Gopinath. That Gopinath can have such love for his sevak that he is doing year after year Shraddha for that devotee. So everything Mahaprabhu does has a divine reason. Whatever good and bad happens in our life, there is a good reason behind that. And if we remain loyal to Guru and Krishna, someday we will realize कि उसमें भी एक हमारा कृपा विधान था. There was some good reason behind that, for our benefit only. So these are two great devotees we spoke about. भक्त चरित्र का श्रवण करने से हमारा हृदय निर्मल होता है. our heart becomes purified by hearing about this, the Leela of such pure devotees like Kolavecha Sridhar and Govinda Ghosh. So this is the message I wanted to share with all of you today. And tomorrow we will be going back to New Paniyati Dham. Last 4 days have been really very blissful. Because of all of you, I was able to read from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, and for that I am very grateful to all of you. I am a materialistic person and I don't have any realization, I don't have good sadhana, but all of you accepted my service, accepted my offering of this Hari Katha last 4 days. I am very grateful to all of you. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I was told that leave some time for question answers. So if there are any questions, we can take that. Hare Krishna.
Any questions, anyone?
तो गौर आरती कितने बजे शुरू होती है? Okay.
After question answer.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the wonderful nectarian class. So, Prabhuji, when we hear like a Hari Katha, so when we hear a Hari Katha, like we get so enthusiasm and we want to like supposing I hear a Hari Katha and I'll think that I really will, I'll do this, I'll do my 16 rounds, I will do like what the preacher is preaching, I should do it, get up in Brahma Muhurat, do, so that enthusiasm will go on for some time and then sometimes it will fall down and then again it will go up. So to maintain the steadiness, can you please guide?
Hare Krishna. Suppose we tell you that we are coming to your home, Radha Ras Bihari's home, for dinner prasad. Please make khichdi for us. Okay? We are at 6:30 now. We'll come at 8:30. Please make khichdi. So you make khichdi. How do you make khichdi? You put it on the gas, on the fire. Moong dal, rice, water, you make khichdi. Now khichdi cook होने के लिए you have to keep it in the heat. वैसे ही भक्ति परिपक्व होने के लिए we have to do bhajan. We have to do bhajan, we have to be in the association of devotees and we have to do our sadhana. But to keep the khichdi hot till 8:30. आप खिचड़ी अभी बनाओगे वो तो बन जाएगी 20 मिनट में और फिर अगले 20 मिनट ठंडी हो जाएगी, है ना? But 8:30 अगर गेस्ट आने वाले हैं and 8:30 को it has to be piping hot, you have to keep it hot. तो क्या करोगे आप? It has to be on the fire. It has to be heated, yeah. It has to be in touch with the fire. अगर फायर से हटा दोगे तो ठंडा हो जाएगा. Similarly, अगर हम डिवोटी एसोसिएशन से हट गए, हरि कथा से हट गए, हरि नाम से हट गए, तो हम ठंडे हो जाएंगे. माया हमें परास्त कर देगी. अगर माया से परास्त नहीं होना है, अगर एंथुजियाज्म बनाए रखना है, so we have to be in touch with Krishna consciousness. And Krishna consciousness, like Madan Adbhut Prabhu was explaining yesterday, it is ABCD. We have to be in the association of devotees. A, we have to take shelter of Srila Prabhupada's books. B, C is chanting Hari Naam. And association में क्या होता है? We are hearing. Association doesn't mean कि devotees के साथ में हम सिनेमा देखने गए. That is not association. एक devotee ने कहा था कि in the association of devotees we went to Wankhede Stadium to watch a live cricket match. महाराज को बोले थे. महाराज said that is not association. Association of devotees means where you associate with senior devotees, more advanced devotees, you hear from them and you accept those teachings. His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu explains what is association. His association means you hear from a more advanced devotee, you receive the message and that message should lead to transformation. That is called association. कोई बात हम सत्संग में पकड़ ले और उसे हमारे जीवन में धारण करें. That is called association. Varna, it is not association. So, A is association of devotees where we hear satsang. B is Prabhupada's books like this, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Bhagavat. So we can be in touch with Kolavacha Sridhar, we can be in touch with Govinda Ghosh, we can be in touch with Srila Prabhupada, Krishna, Mahaprabhu. C is chanting, that is most important. Nam Bhajan is most important in Kali Yuga. Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, 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 Natiranyatha. Chanting japa and doing kirtan. As long as we don't leave the holy name, we are safe. जैसे नाम छूट गया तो फिर पतन हो गया. Naam will save us. That is C. And D is diet. Our ahar should be shuddha. We should have only Krishna Prasad, nothing else. So if you do this ABCD, that means we are on the fire. So khichdi garam rahegi. Whenever the guests come, they will get it piping hot. So satsang sunte hai, हम गरम हो जाते हैं, फिर ठंडे हो जाते हैं. तो सत्संग में ही रहना है, कभी कुसंग नहीं करना. साधु संग सर्वशास्त्र लवमात्र साधु संग सर्व सिद्धि है. रामचंद्र संग मागे नरोत्तम दास. हमारे सब वैष्णवाचार्य यही कहते हैं कि हम संग चाहिए. आज भी हम भावग्राही गोविंद प्रभु के घर पे गा रहे थे. तादेर चरण से भी भक्त सने वास, जन्म में मोरी यही अभिलाष, कि भक्तों के संग में रहना है, भक्तों के सानिध्य में रहना है. आपने वो वीडियो देखा है यूट्यूब पर, श्रील प्रभुपाद्स लास्ट मोमेंट्स? इट्स वेरी पेनफुल टू वॉच. फॉर मेनी इयर्स आई रेजिस्टेड. Devotees would tell me, देख ले. I said, नहीं, I cannot see Prabhupada last moments. At least for almost 2 decades I never saw it. But then last year I saw it. Because one senior devotee told me to watch it. Finally I saw it. It is Prabhupada's last words. Prabhupada left this world giving purports to the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And in the last purport of the 13th chapter of 10th canto, Srila Prabhupada is dictating. Prabhupada is talking about devotee association. Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is rubbing Prabhupada's head. Srila Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj is holding the mic. And there are a few other devotees. And Prabhupada is saying, therefore, we should always be in good association. Devotee association. Please video dekhiye Mataji. Guarantee you will cry. Prabhupada's last words, last moments. You don't have to watch till the end, but at least ye sun lo. In the end, Prabhupada is emphasizing devotee association. ISKCON क्यों बना है प्रभुपाद जी ने? ये ISKCON of sincerity क्यों है? घर पे प्रभुपाद की किताबें पढ़ सकते हैं, घर पे 16 माला कर सकते हैं. क्यों आते हैं हम सत्संग में? Because when we come together, we get strength. We get strength. Maya is very strong outside. यहाँ पे we are protected in Prabhupada's family. Prabhupada built a home where we are all protected. International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So बहुत जरूरी है. Devotee association में रहना चाहिए. Whenever we get a chance, we should run for devotee association. Saturday, Sunday. And वैसे भी घर पे भी सब devotees ही है. And through ISKCON Desire Tree, YouTube के माध्यम से we have to keep hearing Hari Katha. Then the khichdi will remain hot. Whenever Prabhupada comes, you serve him hot khichdi. ठीक है? Hare Krishna.
Any more questions?
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. So, just for a few things, it clears one thing that whenever you go to foreign countries, there is no bargaining system. But in India, always there is a bargaining system. So today it clarifies where it came from. Mataji, the bargaining system.
Mahaprabhu, yes. Sarva karana karanam.
Yes. So thank you very much. Prabhuji, you said that Kolavich, whatever profit he used to make at the end of the day, 50% he used to give it for Ganga Seva or Brahmin Seva, whatever it is. So even though, he was a great devotee because 12 hours he was chanting and during the other 12 hours materialistic, he used to do business and he used to give it. And even though he used to give it to the Brahmins or the Ganga Devi pujas and everything. So over here we are told that there is certain percentage you have to give it, but our, our profit or our whatever it is not purified. So even that because Kolavich was all purified, so how can we emphasize that, our materialistic whatever we make is not qualified and we use it for Krishna service. So how can that be justified?
Have you been to Govinda Kund? गोवर्धन,
Yes.
वहां पर श्रीपाद माधवेंद्र पुरी जी की बैठक है। वहां पर एक सिद्ध बाबा रहते थे। He was 93 years old. All his life he chanted 3,192 rounds गोविंद कुंड पे रह के। वहीं परिक्रमा करते थे, वहीं पे स्नान करते थे, भजन करते थे। दिन में एक बार प्रसाद पाते थे, एक बार बस। एक दिन उन्हीं के शिष्यों ने, he was गुरु, उन्हीं के शिष्यों ने उन्हें प्रसाद लाके दिया। बोले कि वृंदावन के किसी मंदिर से आया है, ये भगवान का महाप्रसाद है, आप पाइए। तो ठीक है, भगवान का महाप्रसाद वृंदावन से आया है, तो सिद्ध बाबा जी ने पा लिया। प्रसाद पाके जब दिन में 3 बार स्नान करते थे गोविंद कुंड में, जब शाम का स्नान करने गए गोविंद कुंड में, दोपहर को प्रसाद पाए थे। एवरीबडी अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी? एनीबडी डजंट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी? हाँ, जब शाम को गए स्नान करने गोविंद कुंड में, तो वहां पर कुछ माताएं स्नान कर रही थी और 93 ईयर्स उनकी एज थी। तो कभी ऐसा कोई दृश्य दिख गया तो हमारी दृष्टि हटा देते हैं। गलती से दिख गया तो दिख गया, पर देखना नहीं चाहिए। अगर दोबारा देखेंगे तो पतन हो जाएगा। अजामिल ने दोबारा देखा, सवारी उन्होंने दोबारा देखा नहीं। कभी गलती से कोई दृश्य आ गया तो बस आंखें बंद कर लेनी चाहिए, दूसरी तरफ देख लेना चाहिए। पर अगर हम देखते रहे उस दृश्य को तो पतन हो जाएगा। इन्होंने दोबारा देखा उस दृश्य को, माताओं को। 93 ईयर्स एज था, सिद्ध बाबा थे। कभी काम वासना की इच्छा कभी उनके हृदय में आई नहीं थी जीवन में। वैष्णव ब्रह्मचारी थे। उन्हें बहुत जलन हुई अंदर से, क्या है ये, बाबा जी बेच लिया है मैंने, वृंदावन में अखंड वास कर रहा हूं, गुरु हूं, चेले बनाए हैं मैंने, इतनी वृद्ध अवस्था है, और ऐसा विचार मन में आया कैसे? कभी ऐसा विचार आया नहीं मेरे मन में। शिष्यों को बुलाया, प्रसाद कहां से आया था? उन्होंने बताया ये मंदिर से आया था। जाके पूछो प्रसाद किसने स्पॉन्सर किया आज? तो शिष्य लोग मंदिर में गए वृंदावन में, पूछा मंदिर वालों को कि ये जो आज राजभोग दिया था आपने बाबा जी के लिए, वो राजभोग किसने स्पॉन्सर किया था? बोले कलकत्ता से एक वैश्य आई थी, उसे अपने धन को पवित्र बनाना था तो उसने दान दिया था। तो वैश्य के पैसों से वो हुआ था। सिद्ध बाबा ने पकड़ लिया। देखो कैसा उनमें, हम लोग खाएंगे तो हमको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा क्योंकि वैसी मलिन बुद्धि है, लेकिन वो बाबा इतने शुद्ध थे, इतना सूक्ष्म उनका परसेप्शन था। पकड़ लिया उन्होंने कि इसमें ये भगवान ने एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया है, ये ठाकुर जी ने एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया है क्योंकि वो धन पवित्र नहीं है। तो बहुत सावधान रहना चाहिए भक्त को। हमारे भक्त मान में कथा आती है, एक बाबा जी थे, वो वन में रहकर भजन करते थे। एक दिन राजा गए उनके पास, उन्होंने सुना कि मेरे राज्य में एक बहुत सिद्ध बाबा रहते हैं, भजन करते हैं। तो सभी ऑल ग्रेट पीपल हैव अ डिजायर कि प्योर डिवोटी शुड कम एंड स्टेप इन द हाउस विल बिकम प्यूरिफाइड। सो द किंग वेंट पर्सनली टू इनवाइट द बाबा जी। कभी जाते नहीं थे कहीं किसी के पास, एकदम अकिंचन थे, वन में ही कोई पत्ता या कोई फल खा लेते थे बस। इनवाइट किया, एक बार आप हमारे राज्य में रहते हो, मैं इस राज्य का राजा हूं, आपकी सेवा करनी है, एक बार महल आ जाओ प्लीज, आपको पालकी में ले जाएंगे और लेके आएंगे वापस, प्लीज एक बार प्रसाद पाओ। राजा थे, ठीक है बोले आऊंगा मैं। तो पालकी भेजी, लेके आए, अच्छे से बिठाया, उनके चरण सेवा की, चरण धोए, चरणामृत सर पे लिया राजा ने, उन्हें 56 भोग भगवान को, ठाकुर को भोग लगा के दिया। उन्होंने भोग प्रसाद लिया और फिर उन्हें कहा कि आप यहीं पे आराम करो थोड़ी देर। तो वो जो महारानी थी, राजा की पत्नी थी रानी, उसने स्वयं रंधन किया था, उसने स्वयं भोजन बनाया था साधु बाबा के लिए। तो जब बना रही थी तो बहुत सारे गले में हार, सोने हीरे के, मोती के थे, वो निकाल के से रख दिए थे। और वो किचन में, जो रॉयल किचन था, ये कोई साधारण किचन नहीं था, वहां पे जो असिस्टेंट्स थे वो रानी के पर्सनल दासियां थे, जो जब उनका विवाह हुआ था राजा से, उनके गांव से आए थे और आज जन्म वो रानी के साथ ही रहते थे। दे हैड नो अदर लाइफ, दे वर सोल्ड आउट सर्वेंट्स ऑफ द क्वीन। वो कहीं जब उनका जाना नहीं था, किसी का संबंध नहीं था। तो शी न्यू कि नोबडी विल स्टील, यहां मेरे दासिया है, मैं हूं, महाराज जी है, बाबा है, बस। तो रख दिए। अभी सब लोग चले गए और बाबा को कहा आप यहीं पे थोड़ा शयन कर लो, थोड़ा रेस्ट करो, फिर आपको ले जाएंगे दोपहर को, थोड़ा बच जाए खाना, फिर ले जाएंगे आपको जंगल में आपके कुटीर वापस। बाबा वहीं विश्राम कर रहे थे, विश्राम किया और उन्होंने वो माला देखी रानी की, उठा के अपने झोली में डाल दी। ठीक है, और हरे कृष्णा भजन करते करते फिर वो चले गए, उनको लेके गए अपने कुटीर में और भजन करने लगे। प्रतिदिन वो राह देखते, राजा कब आएगा, फिर से बुलाएगा, फिर से निमंत्रण देगा, मैं फिर से घर पे उनके महल जाऊंगा और प्रसाद पाऊंगा। इतना अच्छा प्रसाद था, जंगल में तो कुछ नहीं मिलता, खाली खामा मैं बाबा बन गया हूँ, वो तो कितना अच्छा जीवन है वहां पे महल में। ऐसे विचार आने लगे। झोली में देखा कुछ खाने को है क्या, तो माला, बोले ये माला कहाँ से। फिर ध्यान आया, अरे उस दिन मैं प्रसाद पाया और फिर वो मैंने ही माला रखी है। वो भूल गए थे क्योंकि आने का भजन करने लगे। ध्यान आया कि अरे तो माला मैं राजा की से उठा के लाया। बोले तो सही नहीं है, मैंने चोरी की। राजा के महल में चले गए, सभा चल रही थी राजा की, सभा में हाथ उठा के बोले मैं चोर हूं, मैंने रानी की सोने की माला चुराई, लौटाने आया हूं, राजा दंड दो, मैं साधु कहलाने के लायक नहीं, मुझे दंड दो। ये राजा जानते थे कि अगर साधुओं से श्रद्धा उड़ गई प्रजा की तो क्या होगा फिर, तो राजा ने कवर अप किया। बोले आप लोग ध्यान मत दो, बाबा बहुत हम्बल है, ये ऐसे ही बोलते हैं, इन्होंने कोई चोरी वोरी नहीं की, मैंने उन्हें दिया था ये हार। बाबा चलो अंदर चलो, और बाबा को कोने किनारे लेके गए। बाबा क्या बोल रहे हो आप सबके सामने कि आपने चोरी की, मैं जानता हूं आपने चोरी की, क्योंकि आप जब गए उस दिन तब रानी ने बताया कि माय हार इज मिसिंग और मेरे दासिया ले ही नहीं सकते, उन्हें किसी का संबंध ही नहीं है, तो कोई आपके साधु बाबा ने चुराया, मुझे बताया था रानी ने, मैंने कहा था छोड़ दे मत बोल, क्योंकि कुछ करेंगे तो वैष्णव अपराध हो जाएगा और समाज का पूरा साधुओं में श्रद्धा उड़ जाएगी, तो कुछ नहीं करना है, तुमको 10 वैसे हार बना के देता हूं मैं, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, एक हार गया तो गया, मैं जानता हूं आपने चुराया था, पर सभा में आके कहने की जरूरत नहीं है प्लीज। बोले नहीं ठीक है, मैं साधु हूं, सरलता ही वैष्णवता की लक्षण होते हैं कि वो सरल होता है। चोरी की तो मैंने खुला बोल दिया कि चोरी की, और मुझे बताओ मैंने कभी जीवन में चोरी नहीं की है और कभी जीवन में चोरी करने का विचार भी मेरे मन में नहीं आया, लेकिन आपके यहां पर प्रसाद पाकर मैंने चोरी का विचार आया और चोरी कर ली। आप बताइए आपके भंडारे में अन्न कहां से आया था जिस दिन आपने मुझे प्रसाद पावाया। मुझे पता नहीं, पूछना भंडारी से पूछना पड़ेगा। भंडारी के पास गए, बोले याद है कुछ दिनों पहले साधु पुष्पन ने बाबा जी को प्रसाद पावाया था, वो भंडार में वो कहां से आया था अन्न। तो बोले राजा आपको पता है ना वो जो ज्वेलर है हमारे गांव में, उन्होंने वो फ्रॉड किया था, तो उनकी पूरी आपने आदेश दिया था, उनका पूरा दुकान जब्त कर लिया, तो वो वहीं से सामान आया था, पूरा वो बेच के सामान आया था। तो क्या हुआ था, एक ज्वेलर था उस गांव में, वो गरीब किसानों से उनके ज्वेल्स गिरवे रखता था, एंड देन दे हैड टू पे इंटरेस्ट बाद में। तो वो क्या करता था, उनके असली सोने के जवाहरात गिरवे रखता था, जब वो पैसे लौटाते थे और ये उनके ज्वेल्स वापस करता था, ही यूज्ड टू मेक फेक, कीप द ओरिजिनल एंड गिव देम फेक बैक, एग्जैक्टली वैसे बना के। वो पकड़ा गया कि ऐसा इतने गरीब लोगों को तुम पेट पे लात मार रहे हो, जैसे चीटिंग कर रहे हो। ही वाज अ सेल्फिश बिजनेसमैन, चीटर। तो उसको अरेस्ट हुआ, उसको जेल में डाला, उसकी सारी संपत्ति जब्त हो गई, पूरे दुकान के जवाहरात जब्त हो गए और महाराज के तिजोरी में आ गए। तो वो फंड्स वेर यूज्ड टू स्पॉन्सर दैट प्रसाद फॉर दैट बाबा जी। तो ये मालूम पड़ा, तो बाबा जी ने कहा कि देखो इसके कारण हुआ है, अन्न दोष हुआ है, क्योंकि जो धन आया था वो धन पवित्र नहीं था। तो आपको 2 मैंने उदाहरण दिए, जब धन पवित्र नहीं होता है तो साधुओं का भी पतन हो सकता है, पूरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का भी पतन हो सकता है। सो वन हैज टू बी वेरी केयरफुल। धन ऐसे, इसीलिए कहते हैं ना धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष, सीक्वेंस कैसा है, धर्म अर्थ, धर्म से अर्थ कमाना चाहिए, अधर्म से जो अर्थ कमाते हैं उससे बुद्धि मलिन हो जाएगी। महाप्रभु श्री चैतन्य देव चैतन्य चरितामृत में कहते हैं, विषय अन्न खायला दुष्ट हैला मन, दुष्ट मन न हो कृष्ण स्मरण। अगर किसी विषय पुरुष का, किसी अनस्क्रूपलस वे से जो पैसा कमाता है, उसका अगर धन से हम अन्न खाएंगे, मलिन होएला मन, मलिन मन न होए कृष्ण स्मरण, और मलिन मन से फिर कृष्ण का स्मरण नहीं होगा, कृष्ण की विस्मृति हो जाएगी। तो बहुत सावधान रहना चाहिए भक्त को। वी शुड अर्न मनी बाय ऑनेस्ट मीन्स। हरे कृष्णा, नॉट ब्रेकिंग द रेगुलेटिव प्रिंसिपल्स। हरे कृष्णा। यस माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण.
या सो प्रभु जी, जो आपने बोला कि वी शुड अर्न, लाइक कमाना चाहिए कि अर्थ से कमाना चाहिए.
धर्म से अर्थ कमाना चाहिए.
हाँ, तो फिर यहाँ हमारे गैस स्टेशन है, तो गैस स्टेशन में वी हैव टू फॉलो द 4 रेगुलेटरी प्रिंसिपल्स, राइट? तो उसमें हम सिगरेट है, बियर है, लिकर है, या कुछ भी ऐसे मीट के
आपने
प्रोडक्ट्स.
होल फूड सुना है? होल फूड्स
हाँ.
कैसे ऑर्गेनिक है वो. CVS सुना है? CVS फार्मेसी. CVS took a stand that we will not sell any tobacco products. तो ऐसा you can start a chain of gas stations, वैष्णव gas stations. इसमें कोई रेगुलेटरी प्रिंसिपल्स, ओनली कृष्णा प्रसाद इज सोल्ड. हमारे अटलांटा में देयर इज प्योर ब्लिस कंपनी, डिवोटी की कंपनी है. एक्चुअली जयपातारा स्वामी महाराज के डिसाइपल है, गिरिधरी गोवर्धन प्रभु, समथिंग हिज नेम इज. प्रभुपाद डिसाइपल अपूर्वा प्रभु फ्रॉम प्रभुपाद विलेज, ही इज आल्सो प्योर ब्लिस. वो दे सेल ओनली प्रसाद, दे ऑफर, दे हैव गवर्नमेंट आइडेंटिटीज, उनको ऑफर. सो ऐसा गैस स्टेशन होना चाहिए यहाँ पे. कृष्णा प्रसाद इज सोल्ड. कोई सिगरेट मांगे तो नहीं है हमारे पास, बट वी हैव अ बिगर इंटॉक्सिकेंट. प्रभुपाद ने दिया हुआ इंटॉक्सिकेंट है हमारे पास. ऐसा तो ऐसा कुछ अगर करना है तो बी अ ट्रेंड सेटर, ऐसा कुछ करो. बट
तो उसके धन से हम वैष्णवों की सेवा करेंगे तो वो भी अपराधी होगा ना.
वी कैन डिस्कस प्राइवेटली दिस. हरे कृष्णा. बट वी शुड ऑलवेज earn money and do things in a way that Srila Prabhupada will be proud. We should be able to stand in front of Srila Prabhupada, in front of our Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj should be happy. ऐसा. अभी गुरु महाराज देखो, आपके जो गुरु महाराज है श्रीला राधा गोविंद दास गोस्वामी महाराज, वो कितने धर्म से चलने को सिखाते हैं. गृहस्थ धर्म. माता वो क्या कहते हैं? अपने पति की सेवा करो, है ना. पूरे मतलब धर्म से चलने को कहते हैं हमेशा गुरु महाराज. तो ऐसा अर्थ कमाना है धर्म का पालन करके कि गुरु महाराज प्रसन्न हो. गुरु महाराज प्रसन्न हो. गुरु महाराज तो मतलब बहुत प्योर है, ब्रजवासी है, तो वैसे he should be pleased, he should not be displeased. यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत प्रसादो यस्य अप्रसादात् न गति कुतोपि. हरे कृष्ण.
We have one last question, Prabhuji.
Okay. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण.
एक रेफरेंस है चैतन्य महाप्रभु. I read this word, this name about 10-12 years ago when I read Guru Nanak's book. Guru Nanak is writing in his book that him, his Guruji and him, they were doing chanting together. Guru Nanak died very early at the age of 50. लेकिन उनके जो फैमिलीज हैं, उनकी लड़की ग्रैंड किड आर्कनसा में इंग्लिश पढ़ा रही है.
हाँ, बता रहे थे
इंग्लिश टीचर
जी.
वो आपको मैं इसलिए बताना चाहता हूँ कि गुरु नानक हैड ए बिग कनेक्शन विद
श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु.
या चैतन्य महाप्रभु.
हरे
दे
कृष्ण.
वेर गुड फ्रेंड्स.
हरे
मेरे
कृष्ण.
पास बुक है. Where I learned is from this book of Guru Nanak. वो मैं आपको बता दूं, मेरे पास है वो बुक. गुरुद्वारे में चले जाओ, किसी को नहीं पता बुक के बारे में.
हरे कृष्ण.
कहाँ है, किसके पास है, पढ़ी भी है कि नहीं किसी की.
हरे
थैंक यू.
कृष्ण. थैंक यू प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण. शिल प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी. थैंक यू वेरी मच.